Welcome back to Space Engineers with Monkeyb and the building of the Drake. This episode, I'm going to start putting in some connectors, conveyors to pipe up the place. I want to get the rough idea of where I want to put the hydrogen tanks, run the motors in, um, and just sort of get a lay for the land of where I want things to go. Previously, if we just have a look around, I have done some additional work between episodes, so let's go up here. What I've done is I've finished up this side roughly, this section here, put in some curves just to smooth up, to sort of give a bit more shape to the ship there, and the same down the bottom. Put in some colours here, so I put green in on one side and red's going to go on the other side for port and starboard of the ship, so that way when you're flying in you can see, okay, oh, this is that side, so forth. If we go through the ship, see, I've done a similar thing on this side, except for I haven't got the red section in, but I got the glass doors done. And I've started working on creating a bit of shape and form to the side, up, top and bottom. Still got work to do on this side. Also, I've done some more work for the bridge. So this is the bridge of the Drake, and it's looking pretty damn sweet. I'm liking it. It's going to have a catwalk on the back here, so I've just started to put in here. That will go down, and so forth, and then there'll be some piping coming up, and putting in some air vents and so forth. Putting some computer blocks. I'm using catwalks for the ceiling. I'm going to put some computer screens on the back here. Maybe I think those catwalks are going to be in the way actually, so that might ruin that idea. Yeah, I'm going to put some screens in, just those little quarter ones. I think I could put them in up there. But yes, so this is what the bridge looks like, and mainly it is to, gives us a good view out the front, to the side. I like it. What else have I done? Don't think anything else there. Oh, that's right. I've just put a piece of platform down here. So this is going to be, so when I put my landing gears in, I can sort of work out where they're going to be, because the landing gears are going to come down to this platform, very close to it. And at the front, when I get to build the front assembly and refining section, I'm probably going to have landing gears on pistons that will push down from inside the ship. But as I don't really want what I'm going to be doing at the back, at the front. So what am I going to do at the moment? Next, I think I'm going to start with putting in some piping inside this corridor. And then, yeah, go from there. So that's what I'm going to start doing, with putting in some piping. I'll be back when I've done some of that. Okay, I've been sort of trying to work out where my landing gears will have to be to lift, to be below this this unit. So this platform's currently just a little bit below 2 blocks. So if I wanted it here, that means I could only have a rover that was 2 large blocks high, which might not be a problem. If I want to go to 3 blocks, then I have to go down a little bit further on the landing gear, as you can see there, for this example one I've put in place. So that means putting an extra block up here. extra block above, so it gets underneath this, so I can actually land and bring the platform down. So over here, I sort of started roughing in where that landing gear would be, and going to be quite far below where the engines were going to go. So I'm not entirely sure if that's what I want to do. Now, landing gear there would, on this idea, the landing gear would be on a rotor and it would actually rotate down into that position. Or I could do a piston one. The piston would be up here and the whole landing gear would come down and yeah, not sure. I'm going to finish building this guy in, getting an idea, see where these hydrogens are. I may bring them further down and thus make the top here come down more, sort of make it more wing-like, so the whole lot sort of drops a few more meters at the back. Not really sure. I'm starting to like this shape here. I really do like this. Comes out and then out and around. So I don't want to lose that. But yeah, I'm willing to sort of sacrifice a bit of this to go down. And don't know. Anyway, what I might do is I might build this in and then connect it to the top and see what happens. It's definitely... This pod was slightly bigger than I originally planned. But I can do it. I can do anything. Put my mind to it. Okay, so I've built the prototype for the landing gear. And let's just go down here. You can see what it looks like. I decided to go for the 2 block. And I checked my rover. And that will quite comfortably go onto that ramp at 2 block high. So I built the lander here. And you can see if I put lander. You can see the leg is 2 blocks high. Just get rid of this one. So yeah, you can see it's 2 blocks, and that's sufficiently high enough for my rover designs to drive in. And so what I'll do is I'll show you it going up. I'll put a panel up here. So if I just click that, run over, there you go, comes into position. Push it again. What I'll do is I'll set that speed, that rotor down to something slow. Let's set that -2. So there we go. Comes into position, and then I can, in flight, it can be locked, and then upon landing, unlocks, and then lowers. And then when the ship gets to the ground, that will be down. Pretty sweet, eh? So the question I have, like I said, that's the prototype. I'm thinking of changing these blocks to angled blocks. Get rid of all this. Changing these to angled blocks. And it wasn't quite as far down as I expected. When you look at the thrusters here, I don't have to go much further down on the thrusters to sort of go with the plan. But yeah, I think I'll replace all these square blocks with 45s. That way it doesn't look quite so blocky, and it'll look it'll go up. I'll bring these ones down one, and then put the 45s in, so it'll go up, hopefully along the side of these, giving it look like it's sort of molded around these hydrogen thrusters. Let me get that sort of done, and I'll show you what it looks like after I've got them in. Okay, so here's the progress for the landing gear, and I've sort of started working out the position for those two hydrogen thrusters. So sort of working on design there, and I'm going to lower that atmospheric one down a bit further, and that should do the job nicely. That will probably do the same and keep coming up till it hits the bottom of this floor. But as you can see, it's only 2 blocks high, and because this is empty space, it's not actually going to have anything except for I'm going to put a spotlight that's going to shine down through the foot, through the landing gear. I can then also run piping through into here and up into the tanks above. So, because pretty much all this section is probably going to be non-airtight. Not really caring about making it airtight. It's just the engines. All I want airtight is this little section down here and up to the bridge upstairs, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get to yet. It looks so far up, but you know, this is going to way up into the hangar deck, and then the hangar deck can go up into there, and then some way down here up into this area, because that's the hangar deck, so I can make a corridor coming out. So I just needed to look at where the center block was. I got turned around. There it is. Just going to weld. So after doing all that, I really want to move it all one block, because that is right on the center. There. Puts the second landing gear not very far apart, which could actually just mean that this whole piece comes out a bit further. Yeah, actually that won't be too bad. Oh, okay. That's it. This will be the center point. So I'm just gonna go yellow. Paint that block yellow for the center line. And what I do is start those blocks on this side, change this to be a set of flat blocks. These here will be straight. That will all change to being straight. Yes, that's not going to be too bad after all. I'll leave that where it is. Okay, I've put in 5 hydrogen tanks over here, going down to the thrusters. They're connected directly into those 2 direct down thrusters. So 3 here, 2 here. I left this one clear because I'm going to reshape the top half of the ship, give it a bit more form to it. So I'm going to go through that where that block would be, that tank would be, and then I'll go out of the sides of these tanks, this one here, and possibly that one there, with a few, like I'll go out and then put in a few smaller thrusters, and then the same with atmospheric ones as well. And then I've also connected it up currently with some conveyors, but this is not actually any working state yet. I'm going to put in oxygen generators back here as well to generate hydrogen, of course. So they'll probably go where these pipes are currently placed, but just wanted to sort of look at the spacings. And as you can see, that's there. So I'm going to continue this out to this side now, put the second landing gear in, and I'm just going to finish welding up these bits over here. What have I got? Nope, can't. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, show you what I've done. I'll probably mirror those components on that side as well. That'll give me 10 hydrogen tanks for flight. That's 2 thrusters there. Now I'll probably also put 2 hydrogen tanks at the front, one for each hydrogen thruster that I'll have up front, because there's going to be currently 4, 2 on either side as there is on this side, so it'll be 8 hydrogen thrusters pointing down. Plus the atmospherics, so when I do a test fly I'll actually launch with all atmospherics and all the hydrogen going, and then land, and then I'll be able to test if I need more atmospheric, more hydrogen. At the moment, if I try to pull those 2 blocks out over there, 3 blocks I should say, if I pull them out and after I get the engines going, I don't want to just come collapsing down. So I want to make sure I've got enough thrust in these engines. Yes. So anyway, that's where I'm up to. I'll be back again in a few minutes with all this other half done. Okay, we're back, and I've put in both landing gears and the hydrogen tanks on both sides, which I've got to repaint yellow because I want them nice and bright and yellow, because that looks good. Maybe even red for dangerous, but I've sort of been using yellow for the sort of, you know, dangerous in sense thing. But also got landing gear, so I set this up. I have the rotors set up so they now turn up inside the ship, and if I click the number 1, it locks them, so they're now locked in, so they can't rattle around. And if I press it again, then 2, that lowers the landing gears, and then of course I can then relock them if they're available. So that's that. The landing gear's done, and now I'll lock them into place. And the thrusters are done for the hydrogen. Like I said, I'll have 4 at the back, 4 at the front, and 4 atmospheric, and 4 at the back and 4 at the front. Atmospheric, whatever that word is. So I've piped that up all in, but as I said earlier, these pipes will be going, and that'll probably be full of oxygen gens all the way through here to fill up those tanks, and possibly another row of tanks across the top, depending on how it sort of goes. But it definitely probably 4 either side oxygen gens. And this is also going to be glass. This is going to be glass, so I can see out into here, and I will also be able to see out into space as well. And so it'll be a little sloped, then straight up, and then closed off. There's still a lot to do, but I hope you're enjoying what we've got. I said, this is crazy, crazy build, but it's pretty cool. I'm just going to run over here quickly, repaint these all yellow. There we go. They're now yellow, and that's looking pretty good. Okay, we're done for this episode. So I've finished installing all these conveyors. That runs all the way out into the engineering section. This side, of course, is still not be done, but I've got the, as I showed earlier, the tanks and engines in, landing bay, the landing gears. Done the other section. I've welded up some of the floor and welded up a big chunk of the outside and done some remodeling. So let's have a quick look. So now I got that bit on the side. I've lowered it down slightly, go up. I've given ourselves a bit more shape to the side of the ship. Slowly working on this, how this side bit's going to finish up, and I'm got to add the some thrusters in on this side still, and then work on the back. I'm thinking that apart from maybe some thrusters coming out here additionally, which will probably end up be replaced with ion thrusters in the end, that this little indent will stay. So a little section will come out here, and then the rest will stay as it is. A lot of this will go. A couple of bit more shaping at the back here, but yes, so it is slowly getting there. I reckon I'll finish up. I'll mirror a lot of the other side between episodes and get that in. Finish up the top of this hangar and get that done, and get the prep work for putting in some piping for oxygen. I don't know if I showed you, I got the windows in from between episodes, both sides, both the landing gears doors are in, except for I still got to finish welding up this one. Finish up that engine. So still got a lot to do, but it's starting to get there. Possibly going to put glass windows in here, so you can actually look out the front of the ship. Not sure how this is going to portray, but I think I'm going to have similar sort of thing, but going down from there on an angle following this bit, but not in that same format. More of a, or just standard diagonal pieces. Hopefully that way they'll, these ones here coming all the way down, filling in all these back pieces, and then yes, set of the other probably nice big 3x3 window right about here, looking straight out. Currently I've got a ramp to go up here, where I might put some computers or something. I'll build this into another little bit of a floor. Oops, that was almost a fall. I'll connect up the bottom of the landing gears to the rest of the base, rest of the ship, the Drake. And yeah, so next episode I'll finish that up. I've reached 30 subs, so I'm really happy with that. I hope you guys are really enjoying what I'm coming up with, and I hope you're really liking the build of the Drake. I think it's quite ambitious. It's going to be a lot of work. I might have to still add more hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters, but time will tell. Looking forward to lowering it onto its own platform and cutting away that block down there. and getting it into space. But I don't see that happening any time in the next probably 6 to 8 episodes. When we get into space, then we'll start building some mining ship, the welding ship, grinding ship, the fighter. I have a really cool looking fighter that I got a design for that I've been dreaming about for many years. I'm looking forward to trying to build something similar to it in Space Engineers. But until next time, this is Monkey B. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Later.